All right. What's up? Can anyone hear me? Make sure you can hear me. Anyone here?
All right. What's up? Can anyone hear me?
Oh, I
Make
got
sure
the
you can
live
hear me.
stream on here, so that makes sense. Yes. Good volume. Need to go up at all? Anything? Hey, thanks, man. It's nice to see you here. Thank you. Perfect. All right. Well, welcome to the audio hotline. No, it's not going to be that formal, that's for sure. We're just going to hang out. I had a couple things that I just released a video for this microphone. You're not listening to this microphone, listening to the PodMic right now. And so right now you're listening to the Deity now. Just did a review for it, and I had a question pop up that some people were curious about it versus the PodMic. And so yeah, I just figured, I'd pop on here, do a live stream, hang out with you guys, all you wonderful people, and we'll check that out, talk about a couple other things, and yeah, we'll just go from there. You can ask questions if you want. I probably won't know great answers, but I can definitely try. So, yeah, right here we got the Deity, and right now it's like 55%. And if you haven't watched that review, 55, like over 50% on this microphone means that the analog limiter inside this microphone kicks on. So right now, 55% analog limiter should be on. And I tried to level these out as much as I possibly could before I started streaming. So let's check this out though. So now we got the pod mic. It seems like it might be a little bit quieter when I'm looking at the meters, but yeah. So let's see. Comment if you like one or the other a little bit more or something. We'll switch back and forth. Now we are on the Deity again, and I'll take this pesky little windscreen off. Just know some plosives might happen, Okay, so here's the Deity, and here's how this sounds. And here is the pod mic. Thoughts? The product that I was using when I was doing the review and did the interface test, or the test with an XLR microphone versus the Deity, was the Presonus AudioBox Go, and I don't know, it's good. I actually think it's pretty solid for the price, but I don't want to miss these questions. Oh, the Deity sounds better to me. Zurafale? Is that right? I don't know. I'm so bad at this. I hear no difference on my TV speakers. I mean, that's fair, I guess. Yeah. Sounds similar, but Deity may be warmer. Yeah, I mean, when I was listening back, I never put them up against each other until this point. So, I mean, I'm not 1,000% sure how they're going to sound, and when I'm doing it live, it's kind of hard to really tell the differences. But I would assume that the Deity is slightly warmer, and I don't know. I think that from what I heard from the Deity, I do like it, and I might like it more than the pod mic. But I think it's a toss up, and I think that if you're really bent on, or really hell bent on getting an XLR microphone and getting like an interface like this, I mean, you're looking at a similar price point. I mean, this is $80, this is $100, 180 versus like 169. So yeah, but anywho, let's see. Live streams are fun. I totally agree with that, Third Degree. I know. I've been missing out for a while, but can I just do this real quick? Check this out. Let's see if it's cool. So this is the AudioBox Go from Presonus. Do we like that? Do we like the overhead camera? Oh, what about that? Oh, what's up? Right though? Hey there. Okay, now we're back on the main one. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I mean, like if you like the pod mic and want to go with like a cheap audio interface, I would say if you can save the extra little bit of money to get like a Focusrite, I'd do that probably. I may even prefer just like the Behringer, like the metal Behringer UCM 202 or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah. So, what do you think of the Rodecaster Pro? Love it for. So, I'm actually using it right now. and it's one of the first times. So I've had it. I don't know if you've watched videos, but over in this little section in my shelves, I've had the Rodecaster over there for a while, and I've messed with it a little bit and everything, but I don't know. I never really just got super into it, and I've started using it a bit more now, and I definitely I love its capabilities, and I mean Rode's done a really good job of coming out with like firmware updates and everything, so I think it's a great product, and I mean the Mixcast 4 from Tascam. I'm gonna switch to the PodMic. Okay, back on, or no, this is just joking. This is the Deity, and so the Tascam. It seems like it kind of came out and it was essentially just the same thing as the Rodecaster Pro. So yeah, but I just am a little bit baffled why Tascam came out with that like 2 or 3 years later, and it's essentially not better, roughly the same, and it's the same price. I'm like, at least be, hitting that like $400 maybe, like that would be, I think a lot of people would be into that price point. And I know that Jeremy, whatever you refer to him as from Obscure Mics, he bought one for like the stupid deal of the day on Musician's Friend for like 300 and something bucks, had a bunch of discounts, got it for 250. Like, if you could get it for that, definitely get that over the Rodecaster. But I don't know, I'm kind of prone to going toward whatever was there first that's like rock solid and everything, and I know that it works well, rather than going with a new product that's seemingly identical at the same price, But whatever, if you like Tascam more, do that. I think you'll be happy either way. I just ranted so hard. Let's see, Behringer Euphoria UMC202 HD. Yes, that is the one that I'm talking about. I'd go with that probably over this. This thing is like just so plastic. It's so incredibly plastic, but I mean, it's fine. It get the job done. I mean, you got your main outs and everything. You do have like a second instrument out. Well, I guess it's the main instrument out or line out and mic. Then you have an instrument out, line, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It's fine, and it did the job. I used it with the SEV7 in the Deity review, and yeah, no, it was fine. But I think that I would probably go with that Behringer interface over it. Have you tested the Rode presets? Are you saying like the effects inside the Rodecaster Pro, like the de-esser and big bottom and stuff like that? If you are referring to that, yes. And actually, I have a different microphone that I'm going to switch to in a minute. And I do use some of those presets. We'll test them out. We'll have some fun. And what's the best mic setup, 250 or less, for podcasting, office, non-gaming? I mean, I think that if you're going to... that question, I would say, like, some people are just like, I do not want an audio interface. I don't want to deal with it. Don't ever refer me to an audio interface or I'm going to be pissed. If you're one of those people, let me know. I can recommend a USB microphone. But I mean, I would say that I would probably go with some sort of combination of like, a Focusrite Scarlett or what's the other one that I can't think right now. Bad time to be live streaming when you can't think. No interface. Okay, yeah. If you like the sound of this Deity right here, I mean, I don't think this is a bad option. You can get the podcast set for $200. Comes with a boom arm. If you move your table at all while you're recording, just know that boom arm does shake a lot. If you watch my review, it's just like shaking so much the whole time. So yeah, if you don't want an interface, yeah, I would. Deity's good. What other ones are there? I mean, you could go with like the Q9U or whatever. It's a little bit darker. It does have like this little mid boost and everything. Pretty solid though. And yeah, you could go with that. It all just kind of depends on what sound you like and what your voice sounds like. But I think that the Deity is a pretty safe bet. And assuming you're probably, what are your cons on the HyperX Quad S? I mean, man, I honestly can't. I can't give you my opinion on that. I just haven't messed with it personally. I've watched a little bit about it, but I just don't. I just don't like relaying other people's opinions. You know, I'd rather test it out myself. But it is something that I do want to test out for sure. Q2U is good too. Yeah, I think the Q2U is solid, and I even put it in versus the Deity in that last video, and I think it performed well against the other ones. Yeah, it was fine, especially for the price point. Udit, Joshi or Josh? I don't. Yeah, I'm so bad. Man, the channel seems growing. I subbed you at 500, dude. OG, that's awesome. That's so sick. Thanks for sticking around that long. I don't know how you put up with me. All right. I used RE20 Black, DX286S, DX131, Scarlett 2i2 just for Discord, dude. Hell yeah, that sounds awesome though. I bet that sounds great. Let's see. The 202 HD has a problem. Direct monitoring is always stereo, so your mic will only go to your left ear. 20, interesting. And you can't fix, oh, I covered my mouth. And you can't fix that with like MIDI or the, I mean, I don't know if you use Windows or Apple, but in like the MIDI channel, usually I can go in and kind of like create a little aggregate device and send my left ear to my right ear also, but maybe I'm thinking of something differently. But that would suck though. If that is like definitively a thing, that does suck. Shure MV7 can be an option. Dude, yeah, Shure MV7 solid. It's right there. Oh, you can probably not see it, but it is right there. It's the silver thing right there. All right. Awesome feedback. Thanks. Keep up the great videos. Thank you, Eric, for coming and hanging out, you know? Yeah, you can do software monitoring, but that's it. The other ones, oh, yeah, have the mono button. That is nice. That is nice. I mean, I think that personally, that's worth the upgrade alone. Like, I would, the 204 and stuff, like, I think that is worth the upgrade right there. Rode NTG4 versus Sennheiser MK 416. The 416, for sure, actually. I don't know why I thought about it that long, because I actually have the NTG4, and actually I think it's the Plus, so it might be a little different. But I have that one, and I'm not big on it. I do love the 416 though. I think it's a great microphone. Have you done a video about how to set up a mic and the basics with an interface for us newbies? No, but I definitely plan to do that. I definitely want to do that. I think it's kind of silly that I haven't. And that's the problem that I've kind of ran into recently is like, I'll just get sent stuff and I'm just kind of like on this never ending wheel of being like, okay, well, now it's this company's turn. Now it's this company's turn. And I'd love to like just stop that for a little bit. And that's kind of my plan, is to like stop that and make a little bit more tutorial based videos and everything. I think that that's going to be, you know, helpful for people and everything. So let's go back to the PodMic. And now we're on the PodMic. And actually, I had this cool little pop filter. I don't know where it went. I actually bought it on Etsy for like $10 or something. I actually was going to make like a short review about it, but the guy on Etsy stopped making them for like a little bit, and he was like, "I'll pick up production sometime," and I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, I don't know. Man, just in this room, just stuff gets lost. It's crazy. Okay, I don't want to get too behind here. But yeah, Eric, definitely plan on, you know, doing that. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't, you know the whole spiel. Hey, I have tried avoid buying the SM7b for a long time and use another mic, but what should I say? I bought one this week and it's awesome. Dude, yeah. Like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna do it. I think we've done enough little comparisons. I don't know if you want to test or anything, but this is what we're actually gonna use today. This is the mic we're using. And yeah, like I love the SM7B. I do think like there are some people out there on YouTube that give it a little bit of a bad name, and it's not necessarily their fault. Like I think that if I personally wasn't ever into like music or anything, and I just not just, but you know what I mean, like, and if I was mostly podcast focused or spoken word focused, I probably would think the SM7B is overrated. See, but that's the thing, for like musical reasons, I'm going to have this microphone around. And if you have it around for a different reason or just like the sound of it, like good for you, get the microphone. That's fantastic. I think that like it's a great microphone, and the way that I've always kind of, I think I even maybe said this on Bark's stream a little while ago. But the way I look at the SM7B is the way that I look at like a good camera. You might look at a cheap camera, take a picture, and then get an expensive camera, take the same picture, and they might look really similar, you know, this versus, you know, a cheaper microphone. But to me, it's like the dynamic range. It's what this microphone is capable of in post, especially, that I just, you know, I don't feel like a lot of cheaper microphones really have those same capabilities. And that's one of the biggest reasons I love it, especially for music. So, rant done. Okay. So I don't. Oh, let's see here. Man, I'm getting behind. I'm getting behind. So yeah, Sunwalker. I think it's a great choice. I think you made a very good investment. Stopping by really quick, your channel jump-started my interest in audio recording and equipment. That's so cool. Decided to switch my major to audio design. It's the best decision I've ever made. Dude, that's so freaking cool. Masum Abdul Wadud. I'm so like I've said, I'm bad at names. But dude, that is seriously so freaking cool. Like I'm glad that I could help you find an interest, you know, and that's amazing. And it's so fun to like have a little audio community and stuff. Like Bark and I just talk audio all the time, and it's really cool to just be able to, you know, log on here and talk to you guys about stuff that we love, you know. So Chris says, yeah, kind of regret buying the 202 HD. You know, man, I mean, I think that for when it comes to like build quality, it does have a leg up on stuff like this. But that is one thing that you know, that I didn't really think about, that homeboy, I can't remember the name, I'm so sorry, pointed out earlier. Oh, Unusual Audio. He pointed out earlier that, yeah, that is kind of an issue. The mono sum to the headphones is a bit, you know, that kind of sucks. But let's see. My boy, Mark Bennett, Camera Crisis. If you want a camera show to watch, go subscribe to Mark Bennett. Show me how to edit my audio so I don't sound like a nasally leprechaun. Tutorials. I could help. Yeah, I think I could help. Yeah, no, I think that I would love to do more tutorials in general and stuff, and that's one thing that I've been talking to about, like with a couple other companies, like plug-in companies. I'd love to be able to, you know, kind of combine like a parametric EQ review in with a tutorial of like, you know, how to find a nasally frequency and how to, you know, drop that down and everything and get rid of it. So yeah, no, definitely tutorials coming. Did you ever test the Samson G-Track Pro? If yes, how did it compare to something like the Yeti AT2020 USB? I'm sorry, I haven't. I wish I will do it. I promise. But from what I've heard about the Samson G-Track Pro, I know that people like it, and so I think it'd be worth checking out. Dude, you just go over to Best Buy. Don't tell them I told you this. Go over to Best Buy. You buy the microphone, right? Try it out. If you hate it, return it. That's what you do. It's the equivalent of like renting a camera, but we don't get that option with microphones. But with renting, you actually do have to pay. But at Best Buy, you can just return it, and you get all your money back. I'm the worst. Okay, whatever. Thoughts on the CAD E100SX? Seems like a letdown. I have the original E100 and totally missed out on getting the E100S when they were selling for $200 before ending production. Yeah, from what I've heard about the E100SX, like I'm not crazy about it. Like I've said before, though, like I haven't personally tried it out, so it's hard for me to give you like a full-on opinion or anything. But what I've heard, I'm not crazy about it. I do have the E100S, and actually, backwards of your situation, I had an E100 and an E100S, and I love the E100S, and I like the E100 and everything too. But I ended up selling the E100, and it's actually something that I do regret. I wish I would have kept that microphone. That's one of the few microphones that I do regret selling. So, yeah. Just hopped on, bought the Rode Go 2 with the WS12 windshield as recommended by yourself. Has made a huge difference in the sound quality on my videos. Thanks, dude. Wired Twerp, dude, you are welcome. Thanks for watching, and thanks for coming and stopping by and everything. That's fantastic. That is seriously great stuff. I'm glad you like it. Really happy you like it. I think it's a solid microphone. Like, I'm honestly a little baffled by how much I like that microphone. Let's see. Now I bought a microphone from Sontronics, the STC20, but I didn't like it after all. I think that's, sorry. And now the capsule produces a low frequency noise, which is messing with my recordings. Oh, I haven't personally tried out the STC20, so I don't know, but that does suck. I mean, if you can return it, I just say do it. Don't waste time trying to figure it out. Talk to the support immediately and just, see if there's something that they can do about it, Red Cabin Acoustic, what's up? All right, the SM7B is not for everyone. Buy it used, try it. If you like, invest in a new one and then sell the used. That's what I bought it. I lost track. Sell the used for what you bought it for. I have 5 of them, but I don't use it. So I have this SM7B that I bought recently, and I have another one right here. It has a good old OG sticker on it because it is the original gangster SM7B that I had. Oh no! I gotta go, guys. I'm sorry. If I ever touch that, microphone's fault. It's the worst. I feel terrible about it. But what can you do? But yeah, no, I totally agree. SM7B, not for everyone. And like I was saying before, like I kind of think that if you're doing more than, spoken word, you probably will love it. And if you're just doing spoken word, you might think it's a little overrated. I think that that's just kind of how it goes. That's just my opinion, though. Bark is super cool. Yeah, he is. Ping Pong. Yeah. But, sorry to go back. Red Cabin Acoustic, super cool guy. Go check out his channel. Go check it out. He does some, I think he does Presonus mic videos. I think he did one recently. But he's a super cool guy. He just sent me a movie that I need to watch. It's actually like 426 minutes or something. So it's not a one-sitting thing, But I'll get to it. Bark is super cool. Yes. I should be more active in his Discord server. Dude, I'm not even in it. I need to get in there. I need to make my own, too. I don't know what I'm doing. Bark, straight up hated on me the last freaking live stream we did together because I didn't have it. Okay, maybe he didn't hate on me, but he was shameful. And, yeah. So, much prefer the Samson G-Track Pro. A lot better than the Yeti. I'm going to say that's a safe assumption. I'm just not, for what the Yeti was and what it did for a lot of people. It's cool. Came out a while ago, and I think now it's just kind of getting a little long in the tooth and everything. And I mean, yeah, they've come up with some upgraded versions, but I think that there are a lot of better options out there. So, let's see. And that was Christ that said that I need to be better about reading the names. I just automatically don't want to read the names because I'm so bad at pronouncing names. So, yeah. But we'll switch microphones a couple more times here. I'm going to get to some more questions. But just real quick, I'm going to do just like a plosive test with the PodMic and the Deity next to each other and get a little close to it. So let's see. Right now you're listening to the PodMic. So pickled peanuts. Pickled peanuts. Now you're listening to the Deity, pickled peanuts. Pickled peanuts. Now I'm getting up close to the PodMic. Here's how it sounds. It actually, yeah, it does a pretty solid job with proximity effect. And now when you get up close to the Deity, here's how that sounds. I'm pretty sure I just clipped like an asshole. So that's cool. But yeah, so up close here and up close here. All right, now I'm going to take a second, switch over to the SM7B, get these out of here because I feel like I keep hitting the table and everything, and I can hear the noise going into the microphones, driving me crazy. So I'm going to switch over to this real quick. 1 second. Now you can hear me. There we go. Sorry. I had to grab a weight for the microphone stand because it was tipping over and everything. So, yes, but now we're on the SM7B. You should be able to hear me. Can everyone hear me? I'm pretty sure we're good to go. Yeah, the proximity is much better on the PodMic. It's pretty crazy, actually. But let me get back to the question before. Let's see. Must have plugins for podcasting / audiobook narration / voiceover. You know, I'm a sucker for FabFilter plugins. I think they are so fantastic. And I get that they are a little bit expensive. They're a little on the expensive side. They're not terrible compared to like UA plugins or anything, but I do think that they are absolutely worth investing in. Like the Q3 parametric EQ is fantastic. The compressor is amazing. The limiter, those are like and the de-esser. Those are like the 4 that you could really just get and like lock in an amazing sound, in my opinion. So those are great. If you do want to get like a universal audio interface and you are going to get some plugins like that, worth it. They're amazing. Fantastic, worth it. I mean, but bottom of the barrel, and it's not really bottom of the barrel because I still think they're really solid. Get some Waves plugins, you know, get the LA2A version. I think it's just the L2 or something like that. But then it's the CLA2A, I think is what it is. But then get the CLA 76. It's like the 1176 ripoff, and they have also a really great de-esser. And they have some solid EQs too. I think they have like a Q6 or something that's like a parametric EQ. But you can get all those on sale sometimes for like $30. And there is never a time that I cannot find like a 10 to 15% off discount for every Waves plugin. So I think that's a really great option too if you're looking for kind of your more budget friendly but still paid. I think those are really great. And also, if you do have a DAW, I mean, like, you can get some pretty good sounds if you really just sit there and tweak. And, yeah, like, if you have Logic Pro, like, the Logic Pro compressor is no joke. It's a solid compressor. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all of the options, you know. But my recommendation, if money didn't matter, even though I love the UA stuff, I might go FabFilter, which is crazy because I never thought I'd say that. But I do love the way the UA stuff functions, how their interfaces have like DSP or whatever. It's really cool. It's like kind of almost more analog than digital, which is fantastic. So I do love that characteristic the UA has. So yeah, like that's if you want to just raid your wallet and just spill out all your cash. UA, baby. Yeah. All right. Quality foam windscreens are super underrated. That's fair. That is fair. And that was unusual audio. Chris, any recommendations? $150 shotgun mic for camera. I mean, I think that for me, the one that we mentioned before was the go-to, and getting the WS12 windscreen. Fantastic. Like, you can use it as a USB microphone. You can plug it into your camera. And when you do use it as a USB microphone, you get Rode Connect. You get post-processing options in there. They're not, I mean, you can't really go in and really personalize them or anything, but you do get some really cool options there. You can plug it into your phone and get a lot of great options there also. So, I mean, like, versatility, the video mic Go 2, fantastic. Like, and if you get all the accessories with it, including the iPhone cable and the WS12, I'd say that equals to about $150. So that would probably be my recommendation. If you are looking for one that is more XLR style, I mean, I do think that I'm going to mess up the name. I'm definitely going to mess up the name. I'm just going to look it up. The Audio-Technica, let's see. It's a short shotgun microphone. I believe it's the AT875R. That's a solid shotgun microphone. It might actually be a little bit over 150 though. So go to if you want it to plug into your camera, and if you like that USB functionality, definitely go that way. So, thumbs up for tutorial ideas. Yes, absolutely. Oh, he does, Red Cabin Acoustic does AKG Perception. Perception is why I got Presonus. He does that, yeah. AKG Perception. Definitely go check that out. There's some good microphones. There's some solid microphones. I did a review like forever ago of some AKG, like the P100 and the P120. Perception 100, I think is what it's called. But Blue's bugging. He wants some attention. So let's see. Flex on the multicam setup, dude. Absolutely. I mean, I gotta do it, you know. Red Cabin Acoustic. Bark is probably getting snowed on at the soccer game, dude. Probably. Oh, you guys like live close together, so you'd know. I think he was mentioning that it was. I might be thinking of someone else actually, but dude, that sucks because it is gorgeous here in the wonderful state of Idaho. Yes. Wow, proximity is much better on PodMic. Yeah, dude, it really was. Gotta agree that selling the E100 was a bad move. Now they're worth double, triple. Yeah, dude, I know. I did sell it for a decent amount when I did sell it. I will say I sold it for like 50% more than I bought it for, but still wish I would have held on to it. Have you tried the new SE Dynacaster? I haven't. I'd love to. I'll get to it eventually. AKG 420 or Lewitt 440. You know, I don't have a ton of experience with the AKG 420, and maybe this is actually something that Red Cabin Acoustic can come in and answer if he knows. Hey, you don't bite microphones. What do you do? There's literally a tooth mark. There's a tooth mark on this. What are you thinking? What is that? Just love this boy. Oh my gosh. Just love him. Okay. Yeah, if Red Cabin Acoustic, if you know a lot about the 420, I think I've used it 420. I think I've used it twice, and it was in like a studio situation. So I don't know a ton about it, but I do love the 440. I will say. I think it's a solid microphone. And that was Quantum Gaming Uploads that asked that question. Sweet Cat, yeah, thank you. Yeah, he's a sweetie. He's a sweetie. Look at us, bunch of nerds talking about microphones. Proud. Dude, it's true. It's so true. It's like, it's so fun to just be able to just, go on here and talk some shit and everything. So talk some shit about microphones and audio and everything. So I think I caught up. Red Cabin Acoustic. Depends on what you want to spend. The Lewitt's are great, but more expensive. But yeah. Cute cat, yeah. Dude, he's just like going to town on my leg. He does this thing where he just like climbs up my leg gradually to get my attention. And sometimes, yes, he will accidentally touch my butthole, and it's weird. But you know what? He doesn't know. He's innocent. I'm not gonna like point it out and make him embarrassed. It's rude. So yeah. But I'm gonna take a quick drink. I made some throat coat tea before because last time I was a mess. But if anyone wants to hear a comparison of another microphone that you've seen me review and another microphone that I've also reviewed or something, let me know. I'll plug them in. Okay, I gotta show it. Come on now, Sony. Look at that. Catitude. It's my life, bro. It's my freaking life. All right. So, one thing, both Lewitt and, let's see, Ostian audio came from AKG. Really? That's interesting. When is the Versus coming out between the MKH 416 and NTG3? Okay. So, about that. So, I really still want to do it, but the NTG3 was on loan from B&H, and literally the last possible day that I could send it back, I sent it back, and the MKH 416 was supposed to get there like a week prior to that, and it got there a day after I sent off the NTG3. It was like a super just bummer situation because I really, really, really wanted to try them out together. But listening to the 416 a lot and going back and listening to the NTG3 video a decent amount, I will say I personally prefer the 416. Maybe having them in the same room at the same time and in different situations, I'd like one more than the other. But I think that overall I do lean 416. But I mean, you're talking, essentially 30-ish% more money, like 1,000 versus 700. So the difference might be negligible, and maybe, that 300 extra dollars won't be worth it. And it's just it's obviously going to come down to taste, but it is something that I've been looking out for, and I've actually been looking for the NTG3 used. I have it saved on like Reverb and Mercari, and I go check like the Guitar Center used section because I really, really want to make that video still. So I'm a little bummed. But yeah, that's what happened there. So plug in an R20 if you've got one. Versus this? Yeah, I got one. Let me grab it. Okay, let's see. I got the old school case for this one, so not super, super cute like some of the newer, but it is actually really hard, unlike the newer EV cases that are a little bit softer, have a little bit more give to them. Oh man, that took literally all of my strengths. There you go. There you go. There it is. That's a beauty right there. Come on now. Come on. There we go. This is a macro lens, so I should be able to get closer than that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Mark Bennett's. I have a NTG3. I bought it because it gives me bass and sounds more like a man. Dude, hell yeah. It does have a nice bass. I mean, obviously depending on how close you get it to you and everything, but yeah, dude, it does have a great sound. I'm not knocking it. I'm actually, if anything, I'm just saying the 416 is just great. I think they're both fantastic. I think I gave that microphone like an A. But I honestly would probably, as weird as it sounds, I'd probably give the 416 an A also, not an A+. And I think it just comes down to price. But personally, on my voice, the way that I sound and the way that like kind of my sibilance happens and everything, the 416 sounds a little bit more natural on me. All right. I'm gonna plug in the SE Dynamite to the RE20 because I do have the FET head plugged in. So I want to make it kind of fairish. And actually, one thing that's funny that I did want to talk about. I bought a FET head a little while ago, and the buyer or the seller accidentally sent me the FET head filter, and I've literally never plugged it in. If anyone wants me to review this, it's actually a really cool concept. It essentially gives you the same amount of clean gain that the original FET head does, but then it has like a high pass filter also, a 6 decibel per octave high pass filter. So yeah, let's see here. Listening to them in several review, the MK sounds much better, at least to me. That's sexy. NTG is 30% more. So it depends. Hey man, how's it going? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. But I recognize it. I'm just gonna go with Pamaya. That's not it. I don't know. If you want to like dumb it down for me, I'll learn it. I'll learn it for sure. Just spell it out. I'll learn your name. I'll remember it. All right. Yeah, let me get this thing plugged in. I got a little ATEM. I don't know if they make these anymore, like this brand in particular. I know they have like some knockoff ones. But dude, I love these things. They're super handy to have around, and not even just for, come on, give me a break. Maybe I should just manual focus this thing. That's not it. Don't judge me, Mark. Jeez. I need peaking. All right. So yeah, this thing, I love it. I love it so much. All right. But I am a big fan of the RE20, and you know, I think that if it came down to it, I would pick the RE20 for spoken word and like podcasting for myself, but I would pick the SM7b for music. But I have used the RE20 on a kick drum, and it was pretty sick, I will say. I love both of them, and honestly, it's kind of, for me, like picking one of my favorite kids. I don't have kids, but it's like picking one of my favorite cats. Why did I say kids? Ew. Just joking, kind of. All right. Let me grab this cable here. Oh, yeah. I need the SE Dynamite. One sec. I'll also need to take the post-processing off of the SM7B. Also, what do you guys think? Do you guys like the processing that's been on the SM7B? I'm actually just completely trusting the Rodecaster with it. I turned off the noise gate because I think that noise gate is horrendous in here. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like it? I just got a package from Triton. The FET head review is dude, nice. That's so sick. That's awesome. Hello, nerds, Bumbo said. What's up, audio nerds? How do you say your name? Yeah, I want to know. Quantum Gaming Uploads also wants to know how to say your name. I can't donate to you because I'm from Russia. Oh, that's okay. Thank you, though. That's super nice that you would consider doing that. I appreciate that. That tripod is out of production last time I checked. Yeah, I haven't been able to find it. I have like a few of them that I bought like years ago. And I was never able to really find that same brand, so that makes sense. Ramazan? Is that right? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know how to say your name now. That's fantastic. All right, let me get this microphone set up here. And phantom power on, audio processing off. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the RE20. Hopefully it's not super loud or anything. And here we go. And there is the RE20. It was a lot louder. That is a cool name. I agree with that. I do agree. That is a cool name. Let's see. The processing is nice. A little boxy, though. I was wondering that. You know, that's kind of, yeah, that makes sense. At least on my headphones. Cool. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So yeah, here is the RE20. Let me go in and take the processing off of the SM7b real quick. What is happening here? There we go. I just don't know the Rodecaster super well. Still figuring it out a little bit. 3 years later. Yeah, I don't know. I just never, I don't know. I just never really got into it. I don't know why, but anywho. All right. Condenser mic. Come on. Turn the audio processing off here. Gosh. Sometimes the screen, I just feel like, maybe it's just my fat freaking fingers. I just feel like the screen isn't super, responsive, you know? I feel like I have to tap stuff multiple times for it to work. And like I said, maybe it's just my fat fingies, you know? Okay, but yeah, so here's the RE20, and this is definitely not one that I was expecting to do in the live stream, but here it is. And here is the SM7B. I'll turn it up a little bit. I feel like the RE20 was still a little bit louder. So there's the SM7B, and here is the RE20. And I mean, like, to me, the RE20 is just great for spoken word. I just love that thing. It's fantastic. So, yeah, one more time. This is the SM7B, and here is the RE20. So, I'll leave the RE20 on for a minute. I'm feeling it. I'm vibing here, guys. The one thing a used snowball is good for is the original metal tripod if you can get one. Good for travel. I do have one of those. It is actually a good one. That's funny because my snowball does not see the light of day either. I bought it for like dirt cheap to do a review on. Got it, plugged it in, and was like, I'm not going to review this. You mentioned before a USB shotgun mic, but I didn't quite catch the name. Yeah, so that's the Rode Video Mic Go 2. So I did a Deity review. It's the one before that. Yeah, dude, I would recommend checking that microphone out. It's great. It is seriously, it's a great microphone. Fantastic. And now the SM7B. Dude, I feel like, okay. I just want to make sure it was in flat mode. It is. Okay, good. But yeah, so, and that's one thing I do want to do is, like, I'll get a little bit closer to the SM7B because I feel like that makes it a little bit more fair. Because you are, like, I like being a little bit more up on the SM7B. And then with the RE20, you know, you don't want to be, I mean, I guess you can be because it does sound really good, but you don't have to be as close with the RE20. I feel like this is, you know, a good range for it. Might even be a little bit bassy for some people, but this sounds good here, and then this sounds good here, a little bit closer, you know. So if you do want to be a little bit further from the microphone, the RE20 I think is a little bit better, but you can still get really close to it and everything. It sounds great. So, you know, just depends on what you like. All right, let's see. The RE20 audio is, let me double check, but it should not be processed. No, there's no processing on it whatsoever. It does, however, have the SE Dynamite plugged in. So I do have phantom power turned on, just so that functions, but that's the only thing that's on. So, yep. And it does not have the high pass filter on. Then that's with it on. So, yeah, I think this is the one that I think I used the RE20 the last stream with Bark. Pretty sure I did. and I love it. I love the RE20, man. It's great. It's a great microphone. All right. So RE20 more suitable for your voice. I agree. Yeah. I think it's a really great starting point. And that was Chris that said that. Let's see. Thoughts on what Rode might be announcing next week. Oh, you know, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this to happen. I think that Rode will come out with one of these. I'm not saying it's going to be next week. I actually could see them coming out with like a Rodecaster update, like a actual hardware update. But I think they're going to come out with a dual capsule shotgun microphone in the near future. I think that there's too many people that are there are a decent amount of people that are interested, and I think it kills Rode that they don't have a version and Deity does. So I think that they will come out with something kind of like the Deity Duo. Yeah, so I could see that happening. They may also be like updating the micro. I think that they are kind of going that direction. Maybe they're gonna, have it be a $50 micro that doesn't sound as good as the Go 2, but has some of the functionality or something, So I could see that happening too, but I hope, in my heart, it's like a XLR dynamic microphone. That'd be fantastic. I'd love that. That's what I would love. All right. I do love me a good Rode condenser mic too. I got the NT1. The NT1 or the NT1A. The NT1A is like one of the first microphones that I like really like paid decent money for. At least I felt like it was decent money. Like, and I think that, $230 is like nothing to sneeze at when it comes to a microphone. I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's not expensive until it's fucking $3,000, bro." Those people that like comment on a video where I like reviewed a $500 microphone and I'm like, "Hey, it is a little expensive, like just letting you know." Those people are always like, "Ugh." They're having like a freaking aneurysm about it. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but they freak out about it. So yeah, I would love it to also be an XLR condenser, but my hope is that it's some really cool, like, kind of like a Dynacaster maybe, like built in, like the Aston Stealth has like a built-in basically like mic activator. That'd be sick if they came out with something like that. I'd love that. So, unusual audio, I literally answered four different options pretty much. And so I guess I don't know what they're coming out with next week, but I wish I knew. That'd be sweet. Bumbo, the RE20, is a bit more clear. And yeah, intelligibility is a little bit better. Yeah. No, I think it sounds fantastic. Yeah. And Quantum Gaming said, yeah, it sounds fantastic. Yes. Yeah, so let's see here. Ramazan, I remembered it. Ramazan said that... Oh, crap, I lost it. Where is it? Ramazan said he bought the K669 yesterday. How bad is it? I haven't tried setting it up. Let's see. That one is the... It's thin. It's thin, but I think it's like, it's workable. Like if you have an EQ, like, just, hit that high pass filter, maybe bump up some stuff at 100 hertz, like, or wherever around 100 hertz where the bass is in your voice. Like, maybe you'll be happier with that. And there might be some harshness in like the, the high end a little bit. But if you got like some sort of parametric EQ or something, like you could get a good sound out of it. I think it's possible. I don't think it's awful. I think that for $30, like, it's a $30 microphone. You know what I mean? Like, it's not bad. It's not great, but it's $30, and for $30, it's solid. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Yeah, the RE20 audio is raw. This is not processed. I can, however, process if you want it. So now I'm back on the SM7B, and now I'll go into the microphone settings, and I'll just select the settings since the broadcaster is a condenser. So it means phantom power is going to be on, and since I do have the SE Dynamite, I do need that in this situation. So let me see, though. Let me make sure that freaking noise gate's turned off. Okay, yeah. All right. And now, yeah, this is the RE20 with the Rodecaster compressor, de-esser, high-pass filter, exciter, big bottom on. No noise gate because I hate their noise gate. And actually right now it's performing a little bit better than it usually does. I can hear it latching so well, though, and it just bothers me. I don't know. Does that bother anyone else? Like, you can kind of just hear, like, I don't know. It just kind of gets to me over time. But maybe some people like that. They prefer, I honestly just prefer the little bit of noise in the background versus the, That's just me, though. Do you have the Rode Procaster? Could you side-by-side it with the RE20? You know I can. Here is the Rode Procaster. It just chills on the back of the set over here a majority of the times. And yeah, no, I just got a question. It was actually one thing that I wanted to mention in this stream was someone was talking about, yeah, this noise gate bothers me. I got to turn it off. I got to turn it off. Someone was asking me about the Procaster versus the SM7B. And they were like, is it like worth it? I'm only going to be doing podcasting. And, kind of like Red Cabin Acoustic was saying, like, I don't think the Dynamite adds any saturation. Yeah, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Sorry, I got distracted. But they were, asking for podcasting, like, should they just go with the SM7B or should it, just go with the Procaster? They already had the Procaster, I believe. And, in that sense, I would just stick with the Procaster for podcasting because I think it's a solid microphone and everything. I don't, I do like this microphone. And if they were, going to be recording vocalists or like recording live vocals in a situation, like the SM7B is fantastic for that because you can get really loud and you can just, go to town. And that's what I doubt anyone really knows my background as far as music goes and everything, but I was mostly in like metal hardcore bands. And so the reason that I always wanted the SM7B is because it's amazing for recording screamers. And so that's where I really, really love the SM7B. And that's probably why I'm a little bit like blind to loving it so much because I just like, there aren't many things that sound better than the SM7B when it comes to like screaming. Like it's just, whoo! You put there's a Sound Toys Decapitator. That's what it's called. It's so appropriate for metal music and hardcore and stuff, right? I like best name. You do that. You record with the SM7B, put some compression, the Decapitator from Sound Toys. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Sounds so freaking sweet. So, yeah, I have a love for the SM7B. I guess that's what I was saying, basically. So I'm going to go ahead and mute this. I might just hold this for a second, even though that's a no-no, but, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. All right. So here is the RE20 right now. And now I'm going to just level out the, actually I got to turn the processing off. So here's no processing on the RE20 right now. And I think that the gain is pretty similar on the RE20 to the Procaster. Yeah, but here we go. And here is the Procaster. I think I do have to turn the Procaster up a tiny bit. But this is with, let me double check. Yeah, no post-processing or anything. This is just the Procaster by itself. And I mean, I'm only like 5% more as far as gain goes. And now here is the RE20. And here's how the RE20 sounds. And now we're back to the Procaster. Procaster time. Super sweet. So yeah, I mean, I think both these microphones are very solid. And I mean, for $230, I mean, I would say, yes, the RE20 I do like more, but I think that for $170 extra, that's a hard pill to swallow, you know? So I think they're both really solid, though. I would still pay the extra $170. But I still love the Procaster, and some people might like it more, might like the sound more. That's right. Like, that's great. Like, and so we're just, we all have different ears, we all have different voices, but when it comes to what microphones sound you like, I mean, ears are just going to be important, like what your preferences are, so. But once again, here is the RE20. Here's how this sounds. And here is the Rode Procaster. I would say the Procaster, it isn't as deep. It's not as boomy, bassy as the RE20. But let's get right up on top of them. So here is the RE. Oh, I'm an amateur. Here's the RE20. And here is the Rode Procaster. Wow. Okay. Rode Procaster. And now... Or wait. Did I mess that up? Am I messing that up? Yeah. Here's the RE20. I messed up. And here is the Rode Procaster. So Rode Procaster, RE20. And there's how both of those sound. Yeah. So, one thing I am interested... One thing I am... Oh, am I doing this right? One thing I'm interested in, though, is going to the... Well, actually, I don't think I can. But Rode Procaster setting here. And in the Rodecaster Pro. And seeing how that sounds real quick. That probably didn't sound great. But so these are the actual settings. So these are the actual settings in the Rodecaster Pro for the Procaster. Those are so hard to say back and forth, right? That's like it's weird. It's hard to say that, but I might be a little too loud still. But here are the settings for this, the Procaster in the actual Rodecaster. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Let's change a couple things. Okay. Now here is all the processing. There wasn't a couple things on. This is without the noise gate, though. And if I stay up close on the mic, here's the noise gate. And here's the Procaster with the Rodecaster Pro. I'm surprised I haven't messed that up yet, or maybe I haven't. I didn't notice. But here's the sound of those going back and forth with the processing and not the processing and everything. And now we'll just turn the processing off. Here's no processing that the Rodecaster Pro gives you. And now here is all of the processing the Rodecaster gives you. I'm going to turn the exciter off and the big bottom off. And here is the sound of that. And here's no processing. And here's with the processing, but no effects. Yeah. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. I can't remember who asked that question. Hi, Hotline. What's up, Slipper? All right. Let's see. Oh, Rick. Yes, hopefully that was helpful, Rick. Hopefully that answered any questions that you have for that microphone and everything. I'm going to turn... Okay, got it. All right. So, yeah, it seems like a lot of people... Ashraf Studio, I think that maybe that's how you say it. RE20 sounds better to his ears. Yeah, no, I agree. Sleeper, love your videos, bro. Love you, bro. Hey. I love you, bro. Was I in focus? Probably not. There's no mic over there, but I love you, bro. All right. Let's see. Liberty Dude. What's up, Liberty Dude? How's it going? Sunwalker asked, how's your hips? My right hip, dude. Yeah, it sucks a little bit, but I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. Sometimes it sucks. I shouldn't say it just sucks blatantly, but yeah, some days good, some days bad. It's just one of those things now that I just kind of like figure out what doesn't feel good and then don't do that thing, So yeah, much appreciate for the question. I appreciate you asking. All right, let's see. Anyone knows much about the Sennheiser E845S? Let's see. I got one a while back. Let's help quantum gaming out a little bit. I don't know a whole heck of a lot about it. Why don't you stream on Twitch? I don't know. Someone super chatted. Liberty dude, you're the best, man. You're the best. That's super kind, super generous of you. I really appreciate that. $20. Woo! Much appreciated. Liberty dude, OG, just like such a good guy. Bark and I were like, Liberty dude's like the guy that's just there and you love him. He's always loyal, It's great. It's so nice, like I don't know, as weird as it sounds, like it's really nice, like seeing same names commenting. You'd think that you'd be like, oh, like cool, someone new commented, but honestly, like the people that comment all the time, like those are like, you just notice them and you're like, that's so freaking cool that they are so supportive, So it really is appreciated, Liberty dude. Thank you for the support. Have you tried it? Oh, they're having a little conversation. My bad. Let's see. Procaster is such nice and smooth mic. Dude, Procaster is I think it's such a good, and that's Liberty dude that said that. I think it's a great deal for $230. Like it does sit in a very good price category, in my opinion, for, like what it is, like the, broadcast style dynamic microphone. I think that, it's kind of in between the, $150 ones, but it's not quite to your $400 RE20 SM7b. And I think that that's, a great area for Rode to have that priced at. Super chat from Bandrew. What's up? Oh, and by the way, they said happy birthday to both of me. Thank you guys. That's super, super nice. Much appreciated. Dude, the OG himself, dude, Bandrew, in the house, guys. Thanks for stopping by, dude. Much appreciated. Procaster is a bit muffled on the top end compared to the RE20. Yeah, that's fair. Is your birthday today? No. So, actually, it was a few days back. But I was working this like event with my wife. We go and we do like videography, photography, and then we also I help set up like the sound and everything. So we kind of do like a whole little media team thing for some events. And so this event we're kind of like not really contracted, but it feels contracted to do every year. And no joke, it always lands on my birthday. So we did like a birthday dinner and everything, and we're just like gonna have some friends stop by and kind of just push my birthday back to the next weekend whenever the last few years we've had to, just because it's been on the weekend for a little while. So yeah, that's what's happening. But so I just copied Liberty. But yeah, no, it's essentially, this is my birthday stream. Yeah, this is my birthday stream. Add pop filter if you're, add pop filter and you are good to go with the Procaster, I think. Yeah, definitely helps. People saying hi to Bandrew. You got to get it. Yeah, dude, Bandrew, what's up? Procaster sounds way worse with the processing. I know, I'm not crazy about what the Rodecaster does with the processing, and I do agree. I can't remember who said it, but it does sound boxy. Like whatever they're doing with the processing, I do think it does make it sound a lot more boxy. But why does your shirt say AH? It's dude, so this is actually my wife's maiden name initials, so that's why. It has nothing else to do with anything else. Nothing else to do with anything else. Yeah. But that's why. Stop blowing smoke up my skirt. Liberty dude. I'll blow a lot more up your skirt, sir. I don't know. POV, you're staring down the barrel of a glass of milk. Dude, if I had... We'll just pretend that's milk. There you go. There we go. Did not want to focus on that. Oh, water. Gotta go with water, then tea with the Catitude. The Catitude mug. Dude, the RE20 versus the Procaster has started some good convos. I like it. Bark, you fucking asshole. I went in, he had a live stream last night, and I donated $10, and he was like bugged about it. And now he just paid me $10.99, dude. What an asshole move, but thank you. But asshole move, dude. Oh man. So that's I have been wanting to try the Clark Technic stuff. I haven't tried any of it, but thanks for the happy birthday wishes, everyone. That's so nice. So nice. I don't know why I haven't been adding these to broadcast the whole time. I'm such a tool. I mean, you guys probably already knew that, but yeah. Procaster. I like the Procaster for the money. All around solid for the price. Definitely. Like, yeah, I think it's like I was saying, sits in a very nice little price point. So, but what do we think, guys? Do we like the multiple angles? What do we think? Do we like it? This one's just out of focus constantly. Just come on. No, it doesn't like it. There we go. Let's just go with that. That works. But yeah, hey, I got a little ATEM switcher now. I'm getting legit, guys. I shouldn't do that because I actually know that there are a lot of people that really despise mouth noises. And so, my apologies if you're one of those people. Andrew just loves milk. He can't. Happy birthday, Boo Thing. Thanks, Bark. Thanks, man. We missed you today. We were going to live stream together, but it just didn't end up working out. He had to be a soccer mom or something. He said something like that. I don't remember. But there was Blue's coming in. There was a couple other things that I wanted to. Oh yeah, I didn't ever hear. I'm assuming that means no. Does anyone want to see a review of the Fethead filter? Anyone? Tell me now or forever hold your peace. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really. One of the things that I do think is really cool about the Rodecaster Pro is the fact that it does have processing on it, and that's one thing that I haven't gotten into. I'm pretty sure you can customize it a little bit more and everything, but I'm going to dive into that a little bit more. And I also know that Bart got the Tascam Mix 4. Is that what it was? The other one. Mixcast 4. And I'm eager to hear what he says about that because I think it'd be really cool. So what is the Fethead filter? The Fethead filter is essentially the same as the Fethead. It supplies 27 decibels of clean gain. And but it also has a high-pass filter built in that drops down 6 decibels per octave. Right here, it doesn't say where it starts dropping down or anything, and there's no documentation in there. I must have taken it out. But it looks essentially the same as the Fethead and everything. But it just, let's see if you focus. Let's see if you can do it. Come on, pal. Come on, buddy. You got it. Yeah, the only difference is it just says Fethead filter on it. Look at my band-aided finger. I'm such a freaking infant. Anywho. But yeah, if anyone's interested in that, it's kind of one of those things where, I mean, a lot of stuff has high-pass filters built into it. But if you do have like a microphone and interface that you feel like you could use a high-pass filter and like when you're streaming or something, and you don't have that supplied on your microphone, which some microphone high-pass filters are such garbage. So I am kind of interested to try that out for that reason alone. But I am also going to just try to do a few more reviews that are much faster, because 27 minutes is like how long my Deity microphone review was that I just put out. And that's like, I mean, I get it. I'm putting all of the possible information that I can, that I think I will be asked to do or be asked by a potential buyer to do, so I'm doing everything that I can to, put it in there, but sometimes it's a little extensive and everything. And, but products like that don't take 27 minutes to review, so I could probably get it out a lot faster if someone is interested in it. But, not a fan of preset high pass filters, dude. That is fair. Also from Liberty Dude. Oh, but Rick on Mic does want it reviewed. And maybe it's something that I'll just do a, fast review on and just totally screw over my watch time algorithm, I honestly actually don't really pay attention to that stuff, but except for when it's late at night and I feel bad about myself and I want to feel worse, Okay. Blue wants to say what's up one more time. So, dude, this is the worst, though, because he's so furry, and I've got my tea right by me. He's going to just put a bunch of hair in there. Oh, what's up, buddy? He, really loves me, a lot. He's getting a little bit older, and he's gotten a really, really cuddly, so it's really cute. Really cute. Liberty Dude with another super chat for $2.69. Give it to us, baby. I love it. Oh, man. It has a built-in high-pass filter, 6 decibels per octave. Filter at 220 hertz cutoff. I almost hit you in the face. I'm so sorry. He didn't even flinch. Trust me, way too much. Way too much. So, I dig the in-depth reviews. Don't make them too quick. Yeah, for sure. I think it should. I'll definitely still be thorough and everything. I'm not going to shorten the ones that need to be longer, and I feel like, I'll answer the questions, but, stuff like this, I can, answer a little bit, quicker, and, yeah, so. Holy hell. No hair in the tea. Fantastic. Fantastic news. Dude, that's funny. 69. But yeah, Red Cabin Acoustic, I did read it, but so the filter does have its 6 decibels per octave, starts at 220 hertz. So yeah, that sounds interesting, and the fact that I haven't plugged it in is a little weird. Oh, we could plug it in right now. Oh my gosh. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So just put this in your memory palace. This is what this sounds like, okay? All right, here we go. And here is with the filter on. I do think that the SE Dynamite seems a little bit louder than this one, for sure. So, yeah, here's the Fethead filter. It doesn't seem to kill too well. These aren't really the headphones that I use to monitor a whole lot, so I don't want to get ahead of myself. But it doesn't seem like it took as much away than the high pass filter on here. It does seem a little similar, but I had to crank this baby up. So yeah, I don't know. But oh, how did you know about my secret memory palace? Oh, man. I love it, Liberty Dude. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this, put the SE Dynamite back in. And here is the SE Dynamite with no high pass filter, or Fethead filter, I should say. So yeah, there's that. I just reviewed it. I just did the review, guys. That was it. Thank you. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. Thank you. Much appreciated. How long have we been on here? How long have we been doing this today? Oh, we're at 1:30 almost. Wow. Wowzers. Time flies when you're having fun. All right. Well, I hope that this was a fun time, for all of you. I don't know. If anyone has any other questions real quick or wants to talk about something, go ahead and hit me up. We can hang out a little bit long. Did you turn on Phantom? Yeah, Phantom was on. The opera will never be the same now. Oh, Liberty, dude, having fun. It's just fun times here at Ridgemont High, I think. The SM7B has a lot more low end. Maybe there would be more of a difference. Yeah, it's possible that like it could take some of the darkness away from the SM7B for sure. But before I go, there is a microphone. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but there's a microphone that I've been a little bit harassed by the company to review. And Mark Bennett coming through with a super chat. That's so freaking nice. Thank you, man. $13.99 Canadian. I don't know. I'm American and I'm ignorant as hell. I don't know what that means. But he says, happy birthday. Buy yourself something pretty. Thank you, dude. That's so nice. You guys are so generous. So nice. I appreciate you. But yeah, the company's been a little bit, little pushy. They've been nice though. They've been nice. So what happened though is I got this microphone. I'll show you. I got this microphone and the first one that I got just died like pretty much immediately. And this is something we talked about in our last stream, was our sex stream. And that was it seems like products are becoming a little less, like quality control is getting worse is kind of what we were talking about. So, but this is essentially like a Deity Duo. And personally, I'm not super excited about it, but I do really like the Deity Duo. Mark Bennett said it's 60 cents American. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh man, I love it. Well, thank you. I still appreciate it. I'm sure, isn't it like, I think it's like $10. I could be off. I don't know. I don't know stuff well like that. But yeah, so it's essentially Deity Duo style, has like the dual capsule and everything. And I did a review a little while ago of like the Movo double mic. And it was fine, whatever. It had like a built-in cable, and this one does seem like a little bit more premium and stuff. 69 cents. Says Red Cabin Acoustic to Mark Bennett, 60 cents. Dude. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, so however you say that, I did ask them at 7 rhymes, I think. So since I got the first one, didn't work. They kind of, kept following up, and it just kind of got set back in the rotation because I'm like, okay, I have these microphones to review. This one was up, so I was going to review it, right? It stopped working. So the microphones that I review, it just inevitably kind of just, drops down. That's the way that I do it. Maybe it's wrong. I don't know. Maybe it should just drop behind the next one. But I'm just like, you know what? I have told these other companies that I promised them this deadline and stuff, or told them I would have it out in this amount of time. So the fact that I got a dud here, you're just kind of going into last place. You're going behind, then you'll come back in the rotation, But essentially my point though, it's getting a little frustrating. I did have the Deity microphone go out on me. And I talked about that in the review. Oh, I didn't go out, but the headphone jack just like stopped, or the headphone preamp. I keep on saying that. The headphone preamp just started sounding very robotic and like echoey, and it was very weird. So I don't know. It's getting frustrating, that stuff. But also, is anyone interested in a review of this? Because I'm getting to the point where, since I just did like the go-to review, I'm kind of like falling a little bit out of love with the on-camera shotgun microphones and want to do some different stuff, that I've been looking forward to doing and everything. So I might just be like, it didn't work the first time. I'm just going to send this back to you because I just don't know if I want to deal with it. But if you guys are interested, I'll think about it and I'll do it. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I know that Bandrew, the last time that we were on the live stream, he came in, as he does. We love seeing him around. It's so cool that he'll just come and hang out too. It's dope. But he also said that like that week he had gotten like 2 completely messed up products also. So I don't know. Wait until spring and you can go outside or on the camera. Yeah, that's true. That does make it a lot more fun. Review the equipment that you enjoy the most is what Liberty Dude is saying. I cannot talk right now. Jeez. Yeah, I agree. I do want to kind of move on to a few other products that I've been waiting on doing, and one microphone that I kind of snuck into the last video because I've just been wanting to review it. I've had it for like years at this point. But it's the SE7. I really do like this microphone, and I want to review it because I think it's just such a solid mic for $100. I like that mic. Also, I've been needing to get to this one. Kind of interested to see what you guys think of this. So, yeah, fun stuff. But, let's see here. What else we got? Yeah, no, love the SE mics. Yes. And speaking of SE mics, it's actually really interesting. So I live in a relatively small town, and so I order a lot online. I don't really have like a music store that has a bunch of stuff, so it's mostly just ordering online. So I went into a music store recently for it was for a birthday present for my brother-in-law. It's like he plays the vibraphone or whatever. And so they had some, so I went in there and they had like remodeled the whole place. It looked amazing. And I was like, I've been missing out on this for how long? Like, when did this happen? He's like, oh yeah, no, we took over like a year and a half ago. I'm like, cool. So I actually bought the Sex 1A from SE, and I do want to review that one also. So I bought that one there just to help out the local commune, So, I almost just banned someone. That would have sucked. Yeah, do what makes you happy. Don't burn yourself out on doing reviews you don't want to do. That's fair, and that does make me want to send back the Mimbo. the Mimbo. M2. Like a lot of other things. Why are there so many M2 names all of a sudden? Have you guys noticed that? Like the Motu M2, that M2, the Rode M2. A lot of M2s, just saying. But, yeah, dude, Red Cabin Acoustic. SE mics, dude, solid freaking mics. They're, solid microphones. Say that, let's see here. Say that to... I'm struggling, man. Say that to which you wish to say in the manner to which you can articulate. Dude, fair. Yeah. Dude, I'm struggling to talk, though. I need my co-host. I need my Barky. My Barky Boo! Arrgh! That's a howl, not a bark, but... Yeah. But, yeah. I just want to say I appreciate you guys stopping by. I appreciate, Liberty Dude. Thank you for donating. Thank you... Dude, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Mark Bennett, thanks for donating. Much appreciated. Just great stuff, guys. Oh, and Bark, thanks for donating. Now I owe him. Now I gotta donate $11.99 the next time he streams so that I win. That's the natural end. Once that happens, so it initially happened, and he got me back one more time after that. That's the natural end. Obviously. So, yeah. But, once again, thank you guys all for coming and hanging out. I hope you guys had fun. I had fun. This was fun times. And this is something I am going to try to do, like every 2 weeks-ish. So, definitely set your calendars, and it probably won't be that consistent, but it'll probably be relatively consistent. So yeah, but once again, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out, and thanks for watching the Audio Hotline. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for doing all that stuff. Love you guys. Love you.